And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Where's my button?
Welcome back, guys.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's a careful Cantrip platinum.
Oh, Jesus, that made it into the YouTube video. Great, thanks.
Sorry, go ahead, Dave. I was just trying to distract him. Oh.
Distract him from what?
I don't know. I thought you were setting up some stuff.
Fantastic. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks. I know I can always count on you, buddy. So, when we last left our heroes, with a companion lost, floating out in the astral sea, the party went into a little bit of a panic mode, trying to figure out exactly how to save their soon-to-be lost companion. While in an attempt to hide it from Jed the entire time, they continued to somewhat work together. Not really. But they tried. Not really. With Basil inadvertently sending Jed away, the party was able to rescue their companion and make it to the lost outpost. After a little bit of explaining on Basil's part to simmer some of the anger within some of the party then followed into a tavern, where, luckily enough, they met a man named Marcus that seemingly offered them passage to a place known as the Rock of Brawl, a hub for planeswalkers and natives of the astral plane alike. Sure that they would be able to find someone there that might be able to assist them. As the party continued to loosely negotiate with Marcus, they eventually were brought to his ship, only to be betrayed. After a bit of an attempt at persuasion, which fell on deaf ears, they were forced into Lower Hull while hearing their captive speak of an individual known as Captain Ajax, seemingly the individual that they were going to be brought to. And while our heroes, low into the lower decks, tried to concoct a plan to make their way out, but first, they needed to rest. And so, our story continues. As you all bed down for the evening, finding slumber as best you possibly can, Tristan is left alone to keep watch. Tristan, is there anything you would like to do while keeping watch?
I will move towards the back, and I will my hand will glow, and I will put some marking on the floor. The marking will light up, and I will say, "Hey, buddy. Thank you for bringing me back. I guess I think maybe something went sideways. Anyway, part of the bargain doesn't seem complete. Maybe you'll tell me more at some point. I know you're not very talkative, so if you could send me a sign anytime soon, like a raven, I don't know, letters in the sky, flaming skull, anything, I would appreciate it. But if you want to talk now, by all means."
Tristan, go ahead and make a religion check for me.
Oh my god. Pretty sure that's something I did not take. Oh, that's big old 6.
6. The sigil in front of you, the light begins to flare up for a moment. You sit back and watch cautiously, but intently at the same time. And just as quickly as it flared up, it begins to die down once more, before the light itself seems to disembark.
Better luck next time, I guess. And I will take my seat again and just sit and rest.
Okay. While you're keeping watch, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
That's 16.
16. Well, you continue to sit and watch. A curiosity comes up in just out of the corner of your eye. It seems Basil is up and walking around. And just for a brief moment, you believe you see a strange shadow hovering directly behind him. But as you turn to look, there doesn't seem to be any shadow at all.
All right. I just take note of it and just don't say anything for the moment.
Okay. The night passes you uneasily. It's not a comfortable ride, to say the least. However, a few hours pass before you're drawn to wakeness once more.
Grimo's going to hurry up and put the music box back before V wakes up.
Okay.
Do I notice? Do I get to roll for it or anything?
Well,
What do you want?
I don't know.
I was assuming
guess-
that you were still asleep, but we'll say that, Grammar, go ahead and give me a stealth check with advantage, as she is asleep.
Sure.
I'm up.
That's true, yeah. Also, yeah, Tristan.
19.
19. You're easily able to slip it back into her pouch, easily able to avoid Tristan's glare.
We'll just go and cuddle back up into Oksana. Pretend to just go. Wanting
In her
Oksana.
In her sleep, she'll like grab him tighter and keep snoring on him.
Oh, I guess we're sleeping in. All right.
Well, another glorious day, and still aboard the ship. Not a dream. Excellent. Good to know. Don't suppose there's any breakfast lying around.
I don't have any.
Highly doubt it. You just hear from like coming from Oksana, but we can't really.
I have some rations if you'd like some, but that's all I have.
Well, I'm sure we can muster something up once we escape our current confined predicament. Now, did we want to try and strike sooner rather than later, or are we going to ride this out a little longer?
Let me see if I can hear them rustling about, or maybe they slept in.
Yes. What do your Babbit ears hear?
Gonna walk up the stairs. Meanwhile, grabbing my string and bell and all that contraption, putting it back in my pouch, and put my ear up to the grate and see if I can hear any movement or anything of that nature.
Okay.
When he starts to move, Oksana will wake up and have a bunch of drool all over her face.
Grimoire, as you press your ear against the grate that bars you from the top of the deck, you instantly take note of the sound of heavy footsteps now coming in your direction.
Oh, jeez. Grimoire scatters back down the steps. I think they're coming, guys.
As he says this, you begin to hear the clattering of metal from above, seemingly someone removing the lock, and a squeaking, scratching noise of metal as the grate now pulls open. One of the large Gif begin to start walking down the stairs. You see he has a large pot filled with some concoction, smelling rather foul. As he meets you at the bottom of the stairs, he drops the pot on the ground. You now see what looks more like sludge than anything else as he looks to you all. Morning food. Eat.
Are we sure that's food and not the excrement bucket?
He gives a little bit of a huff before turning and walking back up the stairs.
Goodbye. It was nice meeting you.
You hear the slam of the grate just as you say this.
Oksana will yawn
Giving
really
them any
loudly,
ideas.
and then she'll like lumber over to the pot and start to eat it with her hands.
Oh, Oksana, how does it taste?
I don't know, how does it taste?
You
Constitution saving throw?
What you taste is very much what you would assume it would taste like. You get a taste of almost what you would consider the taste of rancid dirt. In some
It's
type
not
of
bad.
slimy concoction.
It tastes like dirt.
Do you typically enjoy dirt?
Sometimes there's dirt on my food. I don't know. It's not bad. It's food. Here, eat. And she'll offer you her hand full of food.
Oh, thank you. And she'll put her hands out underneath her hands, I guess.
I'll like dump it very messily and then go back to eating.
As she dumps it into your hand, it is very viscous, a very thick, strange concoction. And as it pours out of her hands into yours, you could swear you could see little chunks of something within it.
It's not bad. Protein.
Eat. All right. And V will just drop one of her hands and then eat it out of one of her hands.
Excuse me.
I guess
Sorry.
it can't be that bad. So Sicarius will make his way over to the pot and start scooping a little bit out too.
All of you taste very much the same thing, this slimy, almost mucus context with a rancid, sour taste of dirt.
Well,
And-
if this isn't... Sorry, go ahead.
And whatever this so-called mystery meat could possibly be, if it is meat.
If this isn't motivation to get the fuck out of here, I don't know what is. So, next time they come to bring us food, or they must retrieve this bowl of mush, that's when we surprise attack them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I kind of thought we were going to do it just then. And
I did too, but nobody moved, and I wasn't about to be the only one to die, so...
Can we make it more clear at what point you want us to kill somebody? Like some kind of a signal? Because I think this is the second time we have been confused.
yeah, a cold wood actually might be really
Yeah,
helpful.
Yes,
A good
cold
word.
word, as you say.
I don't want to be the one making choices on who we kill or not. I say we just need to get out of here, right?
Well, we had group discussion both times. We agreed. We just need to know when to go.
How about go? Or should we do
This is
something with more
easy.
flavor?
That
Like,
seems a little
Oh, God.
obvious. I don't know.
If-
I'm
If
gonna
every time
check-
we say go, we kill someone, it's going to be a long day.
I'm gonna check on the
Good point.
I'm gonna go check on the hatch because I heard him open it, but I didn't hear him close it. So I'm like,
Oh, he slammed it.
yeah, but he didn't lock it. Like
Okay. As
'cause he might have gone off. I mean, like just saying, he might have gone off in a huff and like not locked it by
True,
accident.
true, true.
I just want to go check it real quick and just be like,
you walk up to the staircase and push on it. It is thoroughly locked.
Okay.
But you do hear the number of individuals now walking around on the deck, seemingly getting the ship ready for passage for the day.
okay. All right. Well, I believe that that with everyone up and about, that our best course of action is to spring our ambush during the next meal. Are we still going with the same idea that we're going to conceal ourselves beneath the stairwell, have the subterfuge that we're... They didn't seem to mind our positioning. So
I don't think we need to hide. They know we're here. So the next time somebody comes down, somebody is up there to shut the door behind him so we can take them one at a time.
Well, okay.
sure,
So,
but won't he see us?
and what would prevent
I-
the others from simply coming afterwards? I mean, again,
Well, if we have this
pot-
pot, maybe we can jam the door. Granted, it's only going to be one person, but at least it lowers their numbers from above.
So we
Yes,
are
ma-
shutting ourselves in? Is that what you're saying?
And
Keeps
won't they
us
just
away
lock
from
the
the
door
rest
if
of
we
the
shut-
crew.
But
Unless
if
you
that's
have
the
a different
case,
plan.
won't they simply lock the door? And
Right.
then we're in the same position.
The
But
gentleman
then-
that comes in will obviously have the key.
Yes, but our goal isn't to kill a person. Our goal is to get the hell out.
And
If
how are we
have
going to get the hell out if we don't even know where we're at?
Well, it's called an ambush, right? We ambush them. We take one guy out quietly so the others are unaware. Then we escape from the entranceway. If they're made aware of a
You
commotion,
really think we're going to be able to do a scuffle without anybody being aware?
well, I don't know. Tell me what you're capable of. We've only met like within a day. As far as I'm concerned, I work in quite quiet and
I saw
as
your
far as I've seen.
capabilities. You give up at the drop of a hat.
Well, if that's what it
Oh.
appears, then yes, I believe you also prey to my particular methods of not drawing a commotion to my battle tactics. Reyna has also shown great skill in quiet.
Who is Raina?
Yeah.
Not
She
Reyna.
sounds lovely.
my lovely. Did I not mention there was once this woman I met in a small town many moons ago. She sang me a song. I remember it well.
Now, I gotta ask, are we playing the hypothetical game right now, or is this actually going down? I just need to know so we're all on the same page.
I mean, okay, well, talking hypothetically, I believe that our best recourse is to ensure that we ambush this individual so that we don't get locked in after we kill them and raise them on alert. Or in such a way that when they have opened the cell, we simply run out on deck so that we are no longer here. Even a battle with, say, the entire crew while on deck is still a battle we can face on deck.
I would
Right,
prefer
see-
to take them one by one. It seems easier.
Here's the thing though. The door locks from the outside. So we could
It's
keep
true.
one down here and
Well, what if we
Shut the door.
attack it from two angles then? What if we ambush the one individual and have somebody go up to the upper floor to ensure that if in the event we do get sealed back in, that they would be able to potentially let us out?
I guess I could do that. I mean,
So that the individual that goes outside would be by themselves against many foes.
Well, ideally someone small and unassuming, preferably quite capable of concealing themselves and their presence.
I'm
Green
quite
was
a
looking around
talented I'm quite a talented
great.
actress. I could, when the person comes down, I could cast a spell and change into the general. No, they're elephant people. I cannot. Ignore me. Yeah. No. So no, I can't. I'm not that talented of an actress. Must look kind of like me to start.
Yes, I was going to say that it's a very talented skill if you're able to convince people of that. But Little Greenmore,
oh yeah, what's up?
do you believe yourself capable of this? Would you be able to hide yourself away on deck?
I mean, I'm pretty good at hiding. I don't know. He seems unsure of himself.
Look,
My little friend, remember the last time they hit you?
Yeah, it hurt really bad. I think
Yes, maybe
I actually
his-
don't remember getting hit.
yeah, I wouldn't either. I believe he hit you until last week. If this is the case, I believe that we can help one another. There are a few things that I might be able to do to help in your subterfuge, per se.
Oh yeah.
For example, and I'm going to open up my book, flip it to a page, and pull out a barrel of apples, and then just sort of plop it onto Greenmore as an image of like a barrel. It's like kind of like Metal Gear Solid, like.
Oh, I don't really know what's going on. What does it look like from the outside?
I mean,
You
What
see-
have you done?
Is he in a barrel? Is that what's happening?
Yes. I mean, yes and no. I've sort of created an illusionary barrel around them. But yes, it's a barrel.
Oh,
I'm just saying, yes. I mean, you'll have plenty of support from us.
what if they really like apples, though? I feel like I'm gonna get my ears pulled or something when they reach for one.
Fair.
Okay, well, how about this? And I'm going to change a couple of the words in my book, and it's going to be just dripping with that gray goo that they try to feed us.
Breakfast.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I don't think.
I'm not sure if I got the
for this kind of
clumpiness
thing.
quite right, but I think that's the best I'm going to do.
I mean, I think it's a good idea, but what do y'all think? I'll just post up next to the door when he comes down. I'll pop up and find somewhere to, just in case. Are y'all gonna be all right down here? I mean, that guy hit me really, really hard. I mean,
Really hard. I heard bone crack.
I will be fine. But
I
only
know
do
you'll
this
be
if you
okay.
feel comfortable.
I feel a little bit better knowing that it's Basil's idea, to be honest, because he seems really smart so far from what I've seen. So,
Thank you, 3 more you.
I think you'll do just fine, Grimoire. You seem
Wow.
like
Well,
you
what?
seem very what?
Sorry, what?
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 While I'm up there, is there anything I should be doing, or am I just there to make sure that y'all can get out later? Are you
This-
gonna spring the trap on him while I'm gone? I'm a little confused with the plan. It's a great plan. I'm
It is a great plan. We just don't know what it is.
yeah.
Yes?
Okay. Losing faith by the moment. All right. So my understanding from Basil's plan, all right, is when they come to either collect this disgusting pot or bring us a new pot of something, that person will come down. Grimoire, that is your cue to make sure that the door either stays open. Maybe you can find an opportunity to sneak out to make sure you're on the outside in case they try and lock us in. And then the rest of us just put this new person to sleep.
That would be a pretty good
And then we
plan.
come join you. And then you'll open the door for us or whatever the situation is. If there are more people on deck, then we surprise attack all the people on deck. Remembering to keep the captain alive, I must add, because again, yes, I can drive a ship. I do not know where I'm going. So we don't want to find ourselves lost in the astral sea, all right?
That's fair. I mean, I'm game. What do I got to lose, right?
This seems so foolproof, like nothing could happen. Absolutely
agree.
nothing will go wrong.
I'm glad I have your confidence. All right, I'll go post up next to the door then, and I guess just hang out there. But
Let's
Little
go.
man,
for a while.
be careful.
I'll be careful, Oksana. Don't worry about me. Hobble up the stairs and then just kind of crouch when he gets to the top of the stairs. Try to look as much like a barrel as possible.
So again, this is a great leading down to the lower area. So you're going to post up as a barrel on the stair.
Well, I'm imagining it's a small barrel, and I could be on like one side of the stairs. Of the stair.
Okay.
It does that look ridiculous from me looking at it? Because I'm trying to picture it in my head.
You'd be a little confused why there would be a barrel laying on the stair, but a plan is a plan.
Or Grimoire, I have an idea.
Oh,
because
okay.
the last time, the last time that gentle person came down and
Wasn't very
gave us
gentle.
this disgusting slop, they left the door open until they went back up. So
Yeah.
why don't you post as a barrel right at the bottom of the stairs? Then when that
Bottom of the steps.
unsuspecting person comes and walks by the barrels, we grab them, you run upstairs, sneak up as either a barrel or whatever is the most convenient or strategic plan for you, and just make sure the door stays open.
Make sure.
I
they-
think
Make sure.
You
the door
should be
stays open.
something else. if there was a barrel of apples here, we would eat it. I would.
Here's a barrel
Well, I'm
of
a
slop.
barrel of slop now.
Yeah,
I don't
yes.
even think they would eat that.
Put
I
the
would eat
slop in the
that
barrel.
too. I already
yeah,
finished this
but-
one.
Oksana, you got a
It's
more
empty. She
refined
ate all of
palate
it.
than most of us. So
I know this probably doesn't need to go without saying, but Oksana, please don't eat that barrel full of slime. That is actually Grimoire.
I will try not to.
Okay, thank you.
That's weird.
Um,
Just don't,
horrifying.
Oksana. Just
I do
don't.
like this idea of you
I
being at the
forget,
bottom
I
of the
don't
stairs
know.
more, though. I'll be honest, because I was gonna get a little lonely up there. So I'm glad I'm still hanging out with you guys.
Good. Good.
Oh, I guess we're playing the waiting game. Did
can
we want to
play-
set up a trap? Or are we?
I think,
This is
How
not
many
a
of
bad
us?
idea.
sure.
Grimoire reaches into his pouch and hands me a handful of ball bearings.
Fantastic.
There you
Thank you. So, should I wait till the person comes down to splay these amongst the floor, or should I lay them now?
I mean,
And we
use
just
your
make sure-
imagination, you know, whatever you think is best. I don't really know what I'm doing here.
I'll wait till the very last moment. But I have this weird feeling. Grimoire.
Yeah.
How clumsy is Oksana?
He looks at Oksana and looks back at me. You know, it depends on the situation. Sometimes she's really like when we're fighting, she seems like a ballerina almost.
Wow.
Like a really big ballerina. But like day-to-day stuff, she seems to fuck up a lot of them.
All right.
I love her
So-
for it, but yeah.
Hypothetically, if there were ball bearings all over the floor, would Oksana trip and fall on those?
Oh, probably yeah.
She's licking the grub off of her fingers as you guys say that.
Looking good, Oksana.
There was at least
Thank
6
you, little
liters in
man.
here.
6 what? What did you say?
There was at least 6 liters of gruel in here.
She belches very loud.
Oksana, you are so
Oh.
radiant.
Please don't let her eat a bag of holding. I don't want to go through that again.
Well, instead of waiting, unless we want to pass the time and see what happens, we could someone could feign a heart attack or something, and we could yell for assistance down here, try and get someone down.
That would
So,
probably
I-
have him a little more on guard, don't you think?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Well, they'd probably be a little more on guard, thinking maybe something's up. I mean, I would, hypothetically speaking, of course.
So,
I believe
Michael's
the
got a
waiting games, you do not want them to be on high alert for any reason.
Yeah, we could always
All
just
right.
talk. Basil, you were going to say something?
Why don't we make a loud noise?
Michael's actually got a question.
Mhm.
Michael has
do-
a question. Go ahead,
Do
Michael.
we know? Yeah, it's Michael's good question. Do we know? Have we figured out that like Swiss Dave? Like, have we figured out like Tristan's like? Does he have a pulse, for example?
I can't remember if Tristan asked you to take his pulse when you guys first arrived in the astral plane. Tristan, did you?
I don't remember.
Because I don't know if
did.
anyone's
I
like
don't think
made
they
heal
did.
I don't think
checks
so.
or
Okay.
anything like that.
My favorite
No.
part. High or low for your benefit. Tristan.
Oh, hi.
Hi. They did not check your pulse.
Okay.
Also, just so you're all aware, you've been awarded your first temptation dice. So you do have that
It's fantastic. Thanks,
ready and
guys.
waiting.
We will need that. Thank you.
Yes, we will.
What shall we do?
Well, maybe we could talk about something. I don't know.
Well, I can definitely fake a heart attack. That's not overly difficult.
Or we could just go straight to the plan. I mean, I didn't want to bond or anything anyway.
Oh, Grimoire. Grimoire, what
Sorry,
did
I
you
thought
want to
that-
talk about? Grimoire,
Yes.
we have all the time in in the
Oh
world.
no, it's more that I don't. I think if we make a loud noise or we fake a heart attack or something, I personally would see right through that. I mean, of course you're trying to escape, but if we just wait, we could just chat about, I don't know, our parents. Wait,
Parents.
Do you have parents?
rewind that. We could talk about.
Well, now I want to
Our
talk about your
hobbies.
parents. It's the only thing I can think of now.
Yes, tell us about your parents, Grimoire.
Just as Grimoire is about to open his mouth, you begin to hear a rattling above you once again. Jesus Christ.
By the DM.
The familiar sound of the lock coming away from the padlock, as well as the similar squeaky sound of metal on metal, and the heavy footsteps of a GIF individual starting to walk down the stairs.
Can I hide behind the
Grimoire
stairs?
prepares himself to sprint.
Okay. Oksana, you can go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Okay, well, I mean, that's unreasonable. Oh
dare
my
you.
god, it's a nat one.
Oh.
Oksana seemingly ducks
I love
behind the stairs, forgetting that there's space in between each one of the stairs, making it a completely otherwise useless hiding spot for her. But she does believe she is well hidden at this point.
I'm looking at people like this.
Fantastic.
If I can see her, can I try to use my fabled images to, like, give her advantage, maybe?
I would say
Barrel.
it's going to make her a very, very large, a 7-foot tall barrel. Fantastic. I would say roll an Arcana check for me, Basil.
Fine. That's not great. It's a 9.
A 9.
A 9.
You begin to rifle through your book, only to just now be seeing the feet of the gift now almost becoming parallel to the floor. He is now halfway down the stairs proper as he begins to eye all of you. Looking at the floor below, he can see the large empty pot of gruel. Without addressing any of you, he walks over to pick it up.
Is he past me?
If you were sitting directly at the bottom of the stairs, then yes, he's past you at this point.
Zip.
Okay.
I say, go.
Sprinting on up. Trying
Okay.
to make my footsteps as quiet as possible.
Okay.
Sure would be nice if someone. No, I'm not going to metagame.
I'll say that barrel, that big iron pot does look heavy. You are quite strong, aren't you?
Tristan already said go.
Yeah.
Yep.
I walk up behind him and I want to try to break his skull open on the lid of
Alright.
the barrel or something.
Okay, as he reaches down, picking up the barrel, looking over at Basil as he stands proper, now seemingly much taller than you are, by most likely about a foot, Basil. You see the shadow of Oksana now looming up behind him. Oksana, go ahead and make an... So what are you trying to smash him with?
Is it like I'm picturing like a big iron bowl. I'm trying to take his face and smash it straight into the bowl and like I'm trying to break his face open with the bowl. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
You got this.
16.
16. You grab the back of this individual's head, thrusting it forward towards the pot. You can feel a bit of resistance as you push down, but you're much, much stronger and have caught him off guard as his head slams down into the pot. Where you didn't really think things all the way through, his head now submerging directly into the pot. As he brings it back up, he begins to tug on it, trying to get the pot off of his head as he begins to spin around, unable to see, unable to move. What's everybody doing?
I'm going up them stairs.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Grimoire will get to you in
Ian.
1 second.
Try to launch myself at his knees to trip him.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll see if I can grapple.
Okay. As Sicarius kind of lunges down toward him, trying to catch him on the back knee, go ahead and make a straight dexterity check for me.
A dex check? All right. Man, that's not bad. 19.
19, you clip behind his legs just as Oksana goes to grapple around him. Oksana, make another athletics check for me, please.
11. I'll use temptation dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. So it's a d6?
Yeah.
Add a d6.
Don't like how he writes things down after we use that dice.
6. So that's going to be 17.
Okay.
Nice.
You easily grapple around him, grabbing onto him. The individual is now trying to move around. You can hear him now calling out. However, his voice seemingly muffled from being stuck inside of this large cast iron pot. Sicarius, you now have him grappled by the legs as well. He is completely and utterly immobilized. Is there anything else anyone wants to do?
Shut up! Shut up! Can I try to stab him?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make an attack roll with advantage.
This was the
Whoa.
plan, right, guys?
Yeah.
Everyone
Oh,
seemed
wait.
very surprised.
I
What
mean,
happened? Oh, hold on. I touched something that wasn't supposed to. Okay. With advantage. Ooh, first one's a nat 1. Second one is a 9 to hit.
A 9 to hit. As you pull out your dagger, as he continues to move around frantically, he seemingly knocks your dagger out of your hand just at the right angle. The two of you continue to grapple and wrestle with this individual. Tristan, Basil, and V, what are you guys doing?
Kill him!
Help. A little help.
V will walk over and she'll get close enough to say, "All right, I think you should stand still and you won't die." See if
What?
anything happens. Not you, Oksana. I'm not speaking to you.
This was not the plan.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check for me.
How about persuasion?
Nope.
That is a
trying to
pretty
be-
intimidating gesture.
It was? I was trying to be persuasive. Not 20!
Hey!
Wow.
Woo! For what's my intimidation? So 23.
Okay. Just as V says this, you, Oksana and Sicarius, you feel the individual stop shaking around so much. You can hear him muttering something through the pot, although it's seemingly muffled.
All right, come with me this way, and V will lead the three of them, I guess, and have him like push on his shoulders and sit him down in the corner.
We
Okay.
are not killing him.
We don't necessarily have to kill everyone, Oksana. We can just tie them up and then do this: knock them unconscious. Oksana, just hit him in the head.
Just keep hitting
Knock him
him
out.
over
Take the
and
butt
over.
end of my axe and like hit the side of the pot with it super hard.
Okay.
That was
Just
a
ring his
bad
bell.
idea. That was a bad idea.
shit,
Ring it a
it's
bell.
loud.
It's gonna be so loud.
I did say head.
You guys
But,
were doing
you know.
great.
So,
Hitting the
as
side-
that happens,
Yeah.
oh, I was gonna say, as I see Oksana like raising the axe to like ring the bell, I'm going to try to just check his belt pockets and see if he's got keys for the hatch.
Okay. Yeah, as you watch this is all happening very quickly for you, but before they lead him over and kneel him down in kind of an execution style slightly, you rummage through the pockets of the individual and you do find a large ring with a number of keys on it.
Sweet. I'm going to sleight of hand.
Okay. As it seemingly disappears in front, actually give me a sleight of hand check if you wouldn't mind.
Not at all.
Now, are you writing? Are you doing this to keep it from your companions?
No, not at all. It's just I just wanted to make it look really cool, but I drop it, and then I pick it up, and then I put it in my pocket.
Okay, fair enough. As you're bending over to pick up the key, you hear the sound of a large gong reverberate throughout the entire hull of the ship. Almost the massive space with the acoustics makes it seem like it rings out even louder as Oksana hits directly on the top of the cast iron pot. The man very quickly falls over to the side, seemingly unconscious. However, up at the top of the stairs, Grimoire, as you're approaching the very top, you now see that the man has left the hatch completely open at this point. You begin to walk up to the top, just making your head slightly visible above to get an eye of what's all around you. On top of the deck, you can see 3 more individuals standing atop. They all seem to be working in some fashion to keep the ship afloat. Not too far from the main mast, you can see a large wheel with the captain you've now come to know as Marcus standing behind it. He seems to be barking orders to all of the individuals. Because you've stayed low, they don't seem to pay much attention to you at this point. However, when you hear the sound of a large gong ring out from below you, everyone now begins to turn and look around before they look directly over at the hatch. I need you to go ahead and make a stealth check for me. With advantage, because technically you are a barrel right now.
I was gonna say, please make a barrel check.
Yeah, please make a barrel check. Also, Oksana, as you ring this bell, you feel more comfortable as you have not seen combat in the last little while. It's beginning to cramp your style, but again, having that veracity behind you once more, you feel a little bit more like yourself, so much so that you, my friend, have been inspired.
Yay!
She stands there smiling.
I think he is unconscious.
You did use the temptation dice, so let me take that away. Grimoire, you said 18? 18. While they look over towards you, they don't necessarily see you directly at this point. You kind of duck down as you see their eyes now begin to zoom across the horizon of the ship's deck. However, they do all stop what they're doing, and Captain Marcus motions with his head over to one of the individuals to start making their way over to the large hole that the grate covers, leading down to the bottom of the hull.
Oh jeez. Start making his way a little bit down, but he's gonna first he's gonna grab a handful of ball bearings and put them at the top of the stairs. What the hell was that, guys? They're coming over. Another one's coming over here right now.
You're down here. Okay.
Yeah, they looked at me when you put what was that loud noise?
Oksana, of course.
She flexes.
Yes, all right.
Well, that was a really good job, I bet, whatever you did. I put some... Well, we should expect some company here in a second. But the latch is all the way open, by the way, right now.
Right.
So if we want to make our way out there, we got probably about 3 seconds.
I think we might as well.
We should go and finish what we started.
All right.
Why don't we fight them here, 1-on-1?
Because they're going to close.
I will hide behind the stairs again.
They're going to close the hatch.
Yes, you know it'd be brilliant if we shoved
Just
them
run
all
out.
down the hatch.
I'm
Let's
going
go.
out.
Yes, let's go.
All right,
Okay.
I'll lead the way and he'll pick up the ball bearings.
As you all... I'm so glad you caught that, my friend, because that would have been something else. As you all kind of make your way up the stairs, bursting through the top, you now see the 3 individuals now staring at you with large and shocked eyes. The captain looks towards the 2 other individuals. Make sure our guests are comfortable. Put them back down, but make sure to take them alive, as they begin to draw weapons on all of you. I need you all to roll me some initiative, please.
Roll in that
initiative. Okay, I need to get you guys over to here.
We should write our own music called Roll for Initiative. That was such a beautiful song.
What else do I need to do? Oh, I need to take everybody else over to there. Whoop. Are you all in the right spots? Yes, you are. Fantastic. All right, initiative, roll in time. Sicarius, you're up first. What'd you roll?
11.
Okay. Greenmore.
10.
10?
10.
Okay. V.
6.
Ooh.
6. Tristan.
16.
16. Oksana, you rolled 11, and Basil, you rolled 6.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. All right. So as you all make your way up, you stand off against these large individuals. The Githyanki captain in front of you, his bald head, his stare blazing towards all of you, with his two companions off in the back. Tristan, you were up first with Oksana. You're on deck.
I will use my bonus action and no, you know what? I will wait for my action to have one which is in combat with me. So when they are 10 feet, I will attack them with my scythe. But before that, I will look at Oksana. I say, Oksana, go.
All right. So is that the end of your turn, Tristan?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for somebody to come in range. Yeah.
Okay. One of the individuals now storming towards him on the command of Captain Marcus as he yells out towards it. He begins to making his way up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, which makes up to Tristan. He is going to go ahead and make an attack against you, my friend. What is he going to do? Pulling a very rigid, serrated dagger, almost more like a machete, a little bit smaller than a machete, pulling it from his pouch, now pulling a second one, now dual-wielding the two weapons. His first attack against you is going to be a natural 20. Fantastic. You take 8 points of piercing damage on the first attack as he slices down towards you. Making his second attack, that's going to be an 8 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
8 does not hit. You're able to move out of the way as the second comes down. However, the first attack has cut into you pretty badly. You see bits of trickles of blood now coming down from your chest area. That's going to wrap up his turn. Oksana, you're up. Sicarius, you're on deck.
I am going to move Oksana. Well, I don't think I can move her.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go. This is Marcus, right? In front of me.
No. So that's
No?
one of Marcus is one of the minions.
somebody else?
The guy with the yellow bald head is Marcus.
Okay. I'm going to use 5 feet of movement to stand in front of this lovely creature over here. I'm going to use my bonus action to rage. And then as an action, I'm going to attack with my hand axe. So she kind of she goes into her usual rage, so her face turns red as she's gritting her teeth, and then she brings her axe back. And I'm just going to come down right on the center of his head.
Okay. Coming down hard on the top of his head. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me. Also, to the viewers out there, we have had a minion be summoned into combat. You'll now note there is a poll at the bottom of the screen. You can help out the enemies by taking an attack action. You can heal one of the other individuals that are on deck right now, or alternatively, you can help by giving them advantage on their attack roll. Use the just type into chat 1, 2, or 3 to vote on what you would like to do on the minion's next turn. It's up to you guys what you want to do.
Rude.
That's an 18 to hit.
18 absolutely hits as you crash down atop his head.
Okay, that is going to be 11 points.
11 points of damage. Very good. As you slice down on top of his head with your axe, it moves slightly out. He moves slightly out of the way, so it's not a direct attack on top of his head. But you slice down on the what looks to be the leather hood that is above his head right now. You cut into it as it kind of peels back a little bit, showing some of his skull or some of his scalp, and now a large cut seemingly starting to bleed out the top. Is there anything else you would like to do?
She's actually going to ask if he's Marcus or the captain, because she knows she's not supposed to kill a captain. Are you the captain?
Oh my God, did you forget already?
I remember. I'm asking.
Make a persuasion check for me with disadvantage.
Okay. At disadvantage, that is a 3.
A 3. He just kind of snarls at you for a moment, baring his teeth, but does not answer you back. That brings us to Sicarius with Greemer. You are on deck, my friend. Sicarius, I need to set you up.
All right. Sicarius is going to grab the short sword that Grimoire had given him. He's going to pull that out, make his way over to the hippo man. All right, let's hope 2 months of killing revenants has paid off, and I'm going to attack him with the short sword.
Okay.
+5, so
Grimoire just gives him a thumbs up.
so 15. 15 to hit.
15 just hits.
So that is a 4 plus 7 points of slashing.
7 points of slashing. Very good.
And that's all I got.
As you lift your short sword up, slashing towards the enemy, you catch him just on the side as he seems to be more preoccupied, staring directly at Oksana at this point. You cut deep into the side of his body, right just around his rib cage, as a bit of the blood continues to flow out. He's now looking a little bit damaged at this point.
You'll regret your actions.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
That'll be it.
Okay. With that said, Captain Marcus is now going to leap into action as he moves towards you, Sicarius. Pulling out a long scimitar, he begins to slash down atop of you. First is going to be an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. With just coming down with your axe, he catches it perfectly just in time as he comes down with his scimitar right along your shoulder blade. You feel a burning hot pain as you feel the blade now cut into your skin directly. You take 6 points of damage.
That doesn't feel
Also,
good.
welcome in, Raiders. Good to see you.
Hi.
I'm just about to kill my players.
Yep.
Session 4, baby. TPK. Here we go. Without hesitation, he pulls his sword back up and begins to make another attack against you. That is definitely going to be a hit. Spinning his blade around so that the hilt is now pointed outward. He comes across almost with the blade acting as his forearm as it slashes across your back at this point. You take another 6 points of damage.
That will knock Sicarius out.
Fuck.
You all watch.
One.
I told the Raiders that I would kill you guys. I mean, I gotta stay true to my word now. Your companions all watch as he begins to fall to the ground. Captain Marcus now reaching down and grabbing you by the strap of your armor and begins to pull you over to the side. I'll take care of you later. That's going to wrap up his turn. Grimoire, you're up with Basil on deck.
Okay. I need control of my dude.
Oh, you need control. I guess you do.
I do.
Okay.
All right. Grimoire's going to run over here and say, "Leave him alone, you bullies!" He's gonna fire his crossbow at the head dude that just knocked out Sicarius.
Okay. And how exactly do you fire your crossbow?
It's a good question, actually. I'm sure many of you have wondered. That gap in Grimoire's teeth is actually a very important tool for how he loads his crossbow. For those of you who don't know, Grimoire only has one arm, so that's how he does it. He reaches into his pouch and cocks it back and fires. That's how he does it.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, and again, you have been rewarded a temptation dice if you need to use it for any reason. Cocking back with your crossbow, you take aim as close as you can before firing the pulling the trigger. It begins to fly almost in bullet time slow motion towards Marcus. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
That is a 18 to hit.
18 absolutely hits as it catches him just in the shoulder blade, very close to where he had just attacked your friend. He lets out a loud scream as he reaches back and holds on to the arrow. And technically speaking, he is, well, interesting.
I was going to ask. I don't know since he's unconscious or not if that counts as sneak attack or not.
Yeah, I would say that he's not directly engaged with any of your other allies. Sicarius has just gone down, so no, you don't get sneak attack on this.
That's okay.
That's the worst.
Ooh.
That
It's
is
tough, yeah.
6 points of piercing damage.
6 points of piercing damage. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No.
Okay.
That's it.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. The third individual now coming into the battle as he rushes towards 10, 15, 20, 25, towards Basil, and is going to
Hello.
go ahead and
You're strong looking.
towering over top of you by quite a bit. You see him take out 2 large clubs as he begins to wail atop of you.
I'm a wizard.
You sure are.
Please.
That is going to be an 18 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. Smashing down on top of your skull. That's 9 points of damage.
I'm out.
Okay.
Basil, what you expected?
Oh, guys.
Basil very quickly falls to the ground unconscious.
Great.
All
This
right.
is going well.
That is
What
going
the
your wrap up
fuck?
your turn.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily have put myself at the front of the battle, but this is where we are. So,
Okay, Basil is up, but these are non-lethal attacks, so you don't have to roll any death saving throws, which takes us to V.
Wow. How fantastic. V will hold on, sorry, I lost roll 20. I can't move my token. That's fine.
Oh.
She will run a little bit and forward. Oh, I can move now. About 5 feet. She will do what is called a front walkover, but one-handed. As she is flipping over on her one hand, she will be unsheathing her rapier. And as she comes out of her front walkover, she will sort of swing it around her head and try and stab him right through the neck. The guy that just took Basil down.
Okay. Flourishing your blade, you twist around in this beautiful dance of combat, brandishing your rapier, stabbing directly or attempting to stab directly into the Gith's head. Go ahead and roll an attack for me.
It's a 15.
15 will absolutely hit.
Can I say that she would like to leave her sword inside? Not remove it yet. Just like have it stuck in there. Holding on to it.
Okay, what are you intending to do with it?
I would just like to leave it there and then talk to the captain
Okay.
briefly.
Go ahead and roll
After I
some
roll
go ahead
damage.
and roll some damage for me then first.
Sure. 4, 6, 7. So that's 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And she will leave it in there, and she will sort of look to the side to the captain, and she'll say, "Yield, and I will not remove my sword from your friend, causing a pool of blood to come spurting out of his neck. Also, I like your sword."
Persuasive.
Give a persuasion check at disadvantage, because technically you're in combat with him right now.
Fair.
I won't
I
finish
rolled a nat
stabbing your
20.
friend.
I rolled a nat 20 on one of them. The other one is 10. Persuasion, you said?
Persuasion.
That's
Also,
a
Crimson,
15.
Darkheart
You
does
all
not
did.
apply to attacks. It only applies to the skill checks.
What the hell, Crimson? My attack was not silly, Crimson. That's a 15.
15. He looks over to you and smirks. Why don't you give up, and I might let you all live?
Fine. She'll remove her sword.
As it does, blood now begins to spurt out of the wound. The individual grabs onto his neck as blood begins to pool down onto the floor around his chest. Is there anything else? There's nothing else you're doing on your turn.
Whoa. Now I still have a bonus action.
You just made a skill attack or a skill check against it, so that would have been your
Fuck
bonus
me.
attack.
Fine.
Or technically your bonus action.
All right.
I still haven't gone this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
was
with
holding my action.
he was holding his action for when someone got within 10 feet of him.
Oh,
Aw.
sorry. If I miss, guys, just for note, if I miss something in terms of the hold attack or hold action, there's a lot of you to deal with. So just let me know when you'd like to activate it.
Yep.
Just stop me whenever.
Okay. Now is a good time.
Okay.
I will, like, my hand will turn blue, and I will reach my hand to the GIF next to me and in front of Oksana,
Okay.
and I will cast inflict wounds on him
Okay.
because I'm.
What does that look like?
There's just like blue, kind of like light going from my fingers and everything, and as I reached towards his skin, the light just like kind of reached into it,
Very
and
cool.
it's going to inflict damage. Let's hope.
Okay. Reaching
Okay,
out, you
that's-
grab onto the GIF as the blue light now pulling off of your hands, seemingly trying to embed itself within the tough hide of the GIF.
That's a 20.
That
to
absolutely,
hit.
that absolutely hits.
Okay, that's 27 points of damage.
27 points of damage.
Okay.
Oksana, you watch as your companion reaches out, his eyes beginning to glow a dark, almost cobalt blue as he grabs onto the shoulder of the GIF. You watch as his veins in his arm begins to glow a strange blue. That blue now emanating from the tips of his fingers into the GIF's shoulders. You watch as it spreads like wildfire, almost like spider webs crawling out throughout the hide of the GIF. He lets off his head pulls up in pain as he kind of condenses himself and begins to conflict his muscles. You watch as his eyes now roll back into his head as he falls to the ground. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Tristan?
I will use my bonus action to hex Marcus.
Okay.
There's something I need to do, but I don't remember what it is.
Okay.
No worries.
How do I change the color of people so I know who's dead?
Dead. You said
Well, unconscious.
unconscious.
Unconscious. Same thing.
No,
Let's
it's
not get ahead of ourselves here.
As Oksana, you watch as your companion falls. Just behind him now, flying up, you see this kind of perverted version of what you know as a bird. It's very colorful with blues and magentas, with its wings spread out. However, instead of the typical feet that you would find, you see these strange tentacles, small tentacles that kind of wave eerily below it. It flies around, kind of begins to circle around the captain, screaming, "Hit him hard! Hit him hard! Hit him hard!" Okay, that is going to be the minion's turn. Tristan, you're up again. What would you like to do?
So Sicarius is on the ground, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So I will summon my scythe, and I will take a hit at Marcus.
Okay.
So like the shadow is pouring out of from my fingers and formed a scythe, and I will just swing it in his face, hopefully.
Okay. So you just walked over top of Marcus?
No, it's 10 feet.
Oh, it's 10-foot reach. Okay.
Yeah. That's 20 to hit.
20 absolutely hits.
Anyone concerned? We have a party member that has the scythe, but no.
Farmers use
It's
scythes.
Swiss.
That's also the problem. You put those two things together.
It's not good.
No.
We're gonna have to deal with that eventually.
Yeah.
That's 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Okay. As the scythe swings down directly in front of him, it turns into a little bit of an ethereal, almost smoky blade as it cuts deep through the chest of the individual. You watch as a little bit of a purplish black smoke kind of billows off of his chest as it continues to travel downward, pulling it back up. The captain kind of staggers a little bit, seemingly looking like he's trying to catch his breath, but is still standing. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yes. I would like to move behind Oksana. That's it. Come on, he hit me hard the first time.
Amazing. Oksana, you're up with Greamer. You're on deck.
Think about.
Okay. Oksana will move up beside Marcus. I had a drink with him, right? But I was unconscious when we were brought on board.
No, you fell unconscious while you were on board. So you basically walked up and a few of them passed out. Yes, you would know he's the captain.
Okay.
Yeah.
For roleplay's sake, can I do my attack and my bonus action at the same time? I just
Absolutely.
Okay. So I want to hold my axes so the blades are kind of backwards.
Okay.
And I want to come at him and try to clap him on both sides of his ears.
You gonna box his ears?
Yeah, I want to yell in his face.
If anyone's ever had their ears boxed, it's not fun.
All right, doing a little bit of thunderclap with your axes. I love it. Go ahead and roll some attacks for me.
Okay, so the first is going to be a 14 to hit.
Okay, roll the second.
I also have inspiration.
You do.
Second will be an 8, so I will re-roll the second attack. That'll be a 10 to hit.
Okay. As you come together to clang, to try and box and create kind of that thunder strike across the captain's ears, he tilts his head just as you come into range and just slightly ducks down a bit. A loud clang is heard as the ends of the axes are thrusted against one another. You unfortunately did not hit the captain. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yell in frustration.
Okay.
Scream.
As you lift your head to let out a bellow, the captain, without any haste whatsoever, takes his first swipe of his scimitar against you. And this is with advantage. That is going to be a 21 to hit. As directly across your belly, he slices open just slightly with the scimitar. The wound is not deep at all. You can tell he's not going for kill shots, more just to wound you and incapacitate you. You take 6 points of slashing damage on the first attack. Swinging around, he kind of pivots around, and as he does, you see him reaching into his boot as he thrusts forward with a dagger. And that is going to be an 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
You take another 5 points of piercing damage as he catches you.
No, go ahead.
What
Sorry.
am I ready for?
I'm just realizing it should be at So the first one was 6, right? But then that would only be 3.
Right.
Correct.
Because yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the second one was, what did you say? Sorry.
5.
5 points
5?
of damage. Yeah.
Reduced
So
to-
what would that be? 2.
That's 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. As he thrusts the dagger into your side, again missing any of your organs, you don't feel a fatal wound in any way, but the pain, the hot searing pain of a knife in your belly, is all the same painful. That's going to wrap up his turn. Grimoire, you are up. What would you like to do, my friend?
Oh boy.
V, you're
Grimoire
on
is
deck, by the
going
way.
To... Who's in more of a rough spot here? He's got a hellbox on out. He's gonna sidestep just a little bit. Deep gap another bolt into his crossbow, and he's gonna try to fire at the lower spine, like trying to cripple him basically.
At the
Oh
captain?
my god.
At the captain.
Okay,
That's
fair
really
enough.
rough. I'm so sorry. And that is a 19 to hit.
19 absolutely hits as it spirals, the quill of the bow of the arrow twisting in the air as you watch it plunge into the back of the captain.
Right. And this is sneak attack, right? Because he's
Correct.
in combat with.
Correct.
So that's 5 points of piercing damage, and sneak attack is just a straight d6 right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. +1. 6 points.
6 points of damage.
6 points of piercing damage.
The captain lets out a growl again. "Rah! Get him, my pets!" You watch as the strange parrot-like creature begins to circle around as it begins to make its way over to Grimoire. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Cower.
Okay. The large individual, still holding onto his neck from having a rapier plunged into it, now makes his way over to V, towering over top of you with his two massive clubs. He swings down towards you, but with your nimbleness, you're able to duck out of the way of the attack. Second one, he swings again. That is going to be a... Does a 14 hit you?
That is my armor class.
So it
that
does hit.
hits, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As he clubs down atop of you with his large great club, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god, what is my HP? Oh, I'm still I'm still up. Woo! Yes.
Guys, we're
Remember
doing
when
great.
you moved your stats around so you had HP instead of 9?
Right? Bobby just saved my life.
As the bird begins to circle around, it now approaches you, Gremmer, and begins to dive bomb down atop of you.
Oh shit.
That is going to be an 18 to hit.
Nope.
Uh-huh.
Nope.
The creature comes down and begins to peck at your face as small little cuts come out. You wave it out of the way. However, its tentacles now reach around to try and grapple you. I need you to go ahead and make either a dexterity or a strength saving throw.
Fucking asshole. I'm going to use my 1 inspiration per short rest thanks to my change of fate.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I probably didn't need to do that actually. Oh, well, I'll take it. 24.
24. You're
So 20,
absolutely...
dirty 20 and a 24.
As the tentacles begin to flail out towards you, you kind of push them away and try and claw at the creature, bite at the creature. You catch one of the tentacles just a little bit as it lets out a loud squawk, pulling itself back up into the air.
I'm wiry as fuck, boy.
Okay, that takes us back to the top of the round. Tristan, you are up. What would you like to do, my friend?
From where I
Wait,
am.
did I get to go?
No, you didn't get to go. You didn't go.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't get to go.
I'm sorry. I just thought I had intentionally murdered you.
Too bad.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I have 1 hit point left. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Go ahead
Yeah, you
and do what you got to do.
V will, I guess, recovering from the blow, sort of spit blood out to the side, and she'll look back at this guy in front of her through her hair and say, "Well, that was fun, wasn't it?" And then she'll drop down to her knee in like a deep lunge. But as she drops down, she's going to bring up the butt end of her rapier and try and like jam it right up his chin.
Okay.
Whoa. It's a 19 plus 5, 24 to hit.
24 absolutely hits as you are easily able to catch his protruding chin from the strange muzzle that extends from his face. Go ahead and give me some attacks. Or a attack.
Yeah.
Some damage.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 points of damage.
Okay. Knocking him back, you see more of the blood begin to spurt out. You can see he's slightly dazed at this point and is looking damaged. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, V?
He's still not down? Fuck me. Oh, God. Yeah, bonus action. She'll use Healing Word on herself. She'll put her hands over her chest. Not that she needs to touch, but she will to focus. And you'll see like a warm glow underneath her hand.
Okay. As a song plays in your ears, you feel the warm embrace of the sea once more as the healing effects wave over top of you. Go ahead and add whatever that you add there.
Hey, that's 6 points, man. That's fantastic.
Solid.
Don't tell him how much. Know how much he has to kill
Okay,
you.
yeah. Shit.
What a surprise. 7 damage.
What a coincidence. Okay, that ends your turn. Tristan, you're up. Oksana, you're on deck.
Oh, wait. She just wants to yell, yield. She'll just say, yield at the captain.
He pays no mind towards you.
Fantastic.
Tristan, you're up. Oksana, you're on deck.
Tristan will look around and which one of the two between the captain and his guy is in the worst shape?
From what you can see, it's probably the captain is looking. The captain's looking a little pretty rough, and the other both are looking pretty rough at this point.
Okay, well, then let's continue the same way we started. So I will take one step closer to the captain, and I will swing my scythe again.
Okay.
That's 17.
17. He is going to go ahead and as you swing your scythe towards him. Wait, are you? Yeah, I guess you're still in range. Catching you off guard, he pulls up his. Actually, that's not going to make any difference. So yeah, okay, go ahead. The scythe slices through once again in a similar fashion, leaving a little bit of a trail of smoke, almost a mist, like in the early morning, across his chest. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
12 again.
12 points. Wow. He, again, this time falls down to one knee as he begins to cough up. You see a viscous red liquid of blood now starting to spill out of his mouth as he shakingly stands back up to his knees, or stands up back up to his feet. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I will tell him, you don't have to die here today, but if you want, we can oblige.
He's like, what the fuck? I'm just kidding. She doesn't hear.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Disadvantage, it's a 9.
A 9. He smiles towards you. Why don't you yield? You already have a few companions down. How many more of you must drop before you end this charade?
You're outnumbered.
Any response, Tristan?
Do it.
I'm like, as you wish.
Fine.
Let's go.
Fine, we'll kill you.
All right, Oksana, you're up. What would you like to do? Greemer, you're on deck.
So I guess she missed and her axes clapped together. So she's
Yep.
just going to bring her hands up and push them both down on the top of his skull.
Okay, go ahead and make some attack rolls for me.
Okay.
Get it.
Get it.
First one is
get
going to
it.
be 18 to hit.
There you go.
There we go.
Second?
Finally. Second is going to be 10.
A 10.
Well,
Okay.
I'm
The-
rolling like shit tonight.
You win some, you lose some.
So as you come down with both of your axes, he pulls his hand up once more. The blunt end of his of his scimitar seemingly catches one of your hands off guard as it pushes it out of the way, but you do get a clean hit atop his head with the other. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
That's going to be 7 points bludgeoning.
Okay. Looking very woozy at this point. You can see him kind of wobbling back and forth. That's going to end his turn. He gives his head a little bit of a shake at this point. And he is going to... Spinning around you, he's going to make his way over to Tristan. I told you to yield. As he's going to make his first attack with a scimitar against you.
No, Tristan.
That is going to be... That is going to be an 18 to hit.
Hit.
Okay. As he slices once again across your chest, a familiar sting of the blade rips through your body. You take 6 points of slashing damage.
I'm down.
Oh, no.
And then there were 3.
Yo, I don't have enough spell slots to bring y'all up. Okay, what the hell?
Okay,
These are
do the
non-lethal
berries.
attacks, as he has stated.
Yes.
Gouda berries. Gouda berries.
Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of good berries.
We
Good
do.
berries.
Fuck. Hey,
Why'd we eat slop?
for later.
No.
Maggie, they're not for you guys.
He now spins around to face Oksana. Your last chance. Yield. And your friends will live.
Sicarius.
Fuck. No, she's in a rage.
That's
Right.
true.
Casual.
Way to
No,
play
she's
to the
raging.
character.
Yeah.
You're raging.
Shut up.
Seeing red.
Backhanded. Did he walk past me? Did I get an opportunity attack?
No, he stayed in
No.
your
No,
range.
no.
Sure.
As he
Of course he did.
as he gives one last smirk towards you, he's going to thrust his scimitar for a second attack against you.
Don't
Oh,
go
me?
down.
Okay, that's fine.
And you're easily able to, as he pushes forward, you can see how weak his blow is, as you could simply bat his sword out of the way. You're almost foaming at the mouth at this point.
I spit on the ground.
Okay. Greemer, you're up. What would you like to do?
Oh, jeez. Hate to just keep doing the same thing, but like, yeah, I can't even reach him. Okay, yeah, more of the same, unfortunately. Rushing over just to get a clear shot in between the two of them there. Greemer's just gonna call out, "You better not be hurting my friend over there."
I'm
And
just
he'll
picturing him
fire another shot.
hobbling all over the deck. And then
Yeah.
Using your
Yeah,
two
exactly.
buck teeth once again to load the weapon, you shakily point towards your companion, or towards the captain, letting loose the bolt. Go ahead and roll an attack for me.
$16.
As you call out, he takes notice of you, seeing the bolt now moving quickly towards him. He is going to lift up his sword and use his reaction to parry the attack. You watch as the bolt just flicks off of the blade of the sword.
You really suck. That's my turn.
All right, fair enough. The large man in front of V is going to go ahead and make his 2 attacks against her with his clubs, and that's going to be a natural 20. As he raises it in his hand, you see a shadow overcome you as he comes slamming down on top of your head. You take 18 points of damage.
What?
Is that
It's
18?
non-lethal.
It's
right?
non-lethal.
It's non-lethal, yeah.
Okay.
okay? Well, V stays up. I'm just kidding.
Well, she's fine.
Just refuses to go down.
Yeah.
She's not.
Yeah. V will collapse. Yeah.
Okay. So Basil's down, V's down, Sicarius is down, Tristan is down. It's Oksana and Grimoire that's left.
You and me, little man. I'm so close to dead, it's not even funny.
I feel fine. Don't worry, guys.
Seeing his master now wobbling very abruptly, looking at the tail end of his life, the parrot is going to fly over top of him as he kind of sprinkles down some kind of dust that you're unsure of.
Stupid bird.
He is going to heal him. I need a D8.
Is that a real bird? I'm gonna bite its head off.
You watch as the captain seems to take a large breath in and crack his neck back and forth, seemingly healing some of the wounds that you've inflicted upon him. It takes us back to the top of the round. Oksana, you're up. Actually, the captain is going to once again give you an ultimatum as he calls out, "Enough is enough! Yield!"
To be clear, you will kill my friends in a lethal way if I do not yield. Do we
Yield
understand each
now.
other?
And all of your friends, if you don't yield now, all of you will die. I will plunge this sword directly through each one of their chests. Those are your options.
This is
Can
very
I hear
clear.
him?
You can hear him.
Oksana, just remember that we're his cargo, and there's probably not a likely chance he's gonna actually kill us so he doesn't get his money.
The biggest control of the entire game right there, everybody. Take it in.
I'm calling his fucking bluff is what I'm doing.
Okay. Can I do an insight check on him?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Probably for the best.
That is an 18.
An 18.
Nice.
You looking into his face, you can see the frustration and anger in his eyes, his furrowed brow, his clenched teeth. He ain't fucking around.
Ah, well.
She is going to look over at Grimoire and say, "We must know when we are beaten." And she'll drop her axes.
Okay.
Throw them on the ground, like really aggressively,
Okay.
and stare at him.
That's what I did. Pick him up.
Bremer, as you watch as the Oksana's rage starts to subside just slightly as she throws her axes to the ground. They dig deep into the planks of wood, almost like a cutting board, as they sit there. The captain now looks over towards his companion. He gives a smile. You've made a wise choice. Bind them and put them against the masts. As combat ends, with many of our companions down, 2 left standing. We're going to take a short break.
I ain't done fighting yet.
Oh, you want to continue combat, Grimoire?
I am the solo survivor.
We can go back to the battle map if you want.
No. I'm still
All right.
And I mean, to be fair, if we all die, technically Bobby's the one who's got to do the new characters. So
the only reason I'm not still fighting.
Oh, well, guys, you saw it here first. My first almost TPK of the party. Almost got him. But we're going to take
there's
a
no
short...
such thing as an almost Nobel Prize, mate.
Dang. What is wrong with you?
He doesn't speak for us. He doesn't speak for all.
Yeah.
We're all good. We promise.
If you need to make an example,
All right. Well, in that case, we'll cheers to a good fight. You guys tried your best. Dice just didn't roll your way. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
thought we had it.
And with that
So
said,
did I.
we are going to go on to a very, very short rest. We do take a few questions during the break. If you have any of the cast, myself, the show, the universe, life, or anything in it, pop it down in chat. And we'll do our absolute best to try and answer them for you. Whether it's correct or not, time will tell. We'll see. Aside from that, good for you, Trippers. I would like to say to the rest of the cast, if you haven't already seen it, we smashed that cooking show goal. So we are absolutely going to see the lovely Raina and the lovely Jess do a little bit of a cooking show. We'll keep you posted on all of that. We'll probably figure it out in the Discord what we're going to make them do, what we're going to make them make. And we do have the D&D cookbook. So maybe we can talk about it in the after show tonight. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, guys, we will be back in a very short period of time. Love all your faces. Stick around. We will be back because, my lord, you don't want to miss the end of this. See you soon, guys. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So we did have a couple questions on our break. Let's go quickly through those. Crimson asked Reamer, what were your parents like?
Too intimate of a question. I'm not going to answer that. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. What is the airspeed velocity of an N-laden swallow? 5.5.
Get a European swallow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's better than a European spit. Greamer, what else do you use them teeth for?
Well, biting people who deserve it, I guess.
To everyone that went, how was the expo? Expo was fantastic. We had a great time, met some really cool people there. Have a couple things that we might be doing on the channel with some people later on, but we will keep you posted as the time comes. Ooh, this is a good one. What was the last thing that went through everyone's mind before being unconscious?
The club that the guy hit me with.
V?
She was probably thinking, for fuck's sakes.
Okay, Tristan.
Actually, I was more scared when V did her stunt next to him. I was scared like she would like nick me with a sword and I would go down. But
What is wrong with you, man?
hey, that was dangerous, right? I was like, whoa, I need to dodge that.
And Sicarius.
Definitely need more practice.
Good call. Good call. Follow-up question. Are we going to have the sleepover question again? Hopefully, at least Tristan is all set there. The sleepover question. I don't know what that question was, but yeah, let us know. Maybe we'll chat with you in
the sleep.
What is
Are you
sleepover
making a
question?
joke or not?
I don't
making
remember
the joke about the sleepover from campaign
What is
one.
a sleepover?
Oh, I get it. We had another campaign before this.
I feel like the only one who wouldn't know the answer to that or wouldn't understand all of that would be Grimoire. I think he's the only one out of the loop with that stuff. Maybe Oksana too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. It'd be interesting. What's everyone's vote on most likely to get player killed by the party? Grimoire.
Swiss.
V.
Swiss Dave.
Jesus Christ. Basil.
Also Swiss Dave.
Swiss Dave.
Challenge accepted.
Well said.
Oksana.
The question is, who's most likely to get us killed or kill us?
Who's most likely to get
killed.
player killed by the party?
Oh,
Yeah, probably Swiss. Sorry.
Okay. And Sicarius.
I don't protect Trisha.
Yeah,
Go
fair.
after V.
Fair.
What?
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That took a turn. My lord.
Wow. You see where
you
your
know-
loyalties are?
So you know what, Swiss Dave? If it's any consolation, if Basil were to ever kill Tristan, it would be a mercy killing. It'd be like, I will send you to your family. Goodbye.
Oh, wow.
Fair
Just
enough,
lowering
fair
him into a
enough.
bathtub.
Like
there?
stop
What was
playing
that
the
motion?
Titanic music.
I love the fact that you know what happened to my family better than I do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just don't want to be tied to
There's a
another
giant
Swiss Dave character death, so.
there's a giant scar in the earth where you used to live. I mean, it's pretty much one-on-one at the moment. It's just like
Oh, Tristan makes me think of the girl with the green ribbon around her neck. I wonder what would happen if you removed his bandages. Ooh, good reference. Good reference.
Oh,
Extra
yeah.
points to Ginger Cat. Okay, with that said, let's go ahead and jump back into tonight's episode.
It's a great idea.
Hang on.
Excuse me.
Let me turn this there. There. V.
Already.
You feel a cold water splash across your face as your hair kind of drips down in front of you, giving a little bit of a cough as the water shakes you awake abruptly. As you look, you find yourself once again on the deck of the ship. You now see lined up the 6 of you, hands and feet both bound by chains. You see the other companions who were just recently unconscious now stirring to wake as well, their faces filled and dripping with the cold water as well. And as you raise your head up top, you see the angry look of Captain Marcus, stalking back and forth, the strange parrot-like tentacled creature perched on his shoulder. His hands behind his back, he stalks back and forth without looking at any of you.
Shouldn't walk so heavy like that. You'll ruin your boots.
He stops mid-stride, looking up to the air. Some people just don't know when to shut their mouths. As he looks down towards you, you feel the stare of daggers pierce through you. You know, I thought this was going to be a rather pleasant journey. I'd keep you locked up, fed to a certain perspective, sold to Captain Ajax, and I'd be on my way. This, as he wipes a little bit of blood from his mouth. This was more than I wanted. You can also see now that 2 individuals remain on the ship's deck. The one who was just in the fight with you, now tending to his wounds. The other individual who you had knocked out and left in the basement seems to be hauling the other GIF towards the railing of the ship as he quickly throws him overboard. You watch as the lifeless body sails off silently into the cold, dark abyss of the astral plane. I take it from your garb that you've been on the sea.
Oh, can I speak now?
He just continues to stare at you.
Are we in a staring contest now? My eyes are quite beautiful, I know.
As an individual of the sea, you know the rules for mutiny. For I see this no less than a mutiny by a crew that I never wanted.
I mean, you sort of kidnapped us. Weren't really your crew.
Perhaps. But where there is a mutiny, there is always one that must answer for their crimes. Not so quick to speak now, are you?
Just curious.
Yes. Well, there is a decision that I must make. Of course, it would be foolish of me to kill all of you here, for what benefit would this have?
Agreed. Excellent deduction skills.
But I don't need all of you. As he once again begins to draw his blade from his belt, he continues to pace back and forth, stopping in front of Tristan. He points his blade towards him. What say you? Do you deserve to stay alive?
Very, very good question. Like a day ago, I wasn't sure. There was so much darkness. Then there was light and confusion. Chaos around me. I wasn't sure. And then an explosion and a teleportation to where we are now. And I'm still so confused on how we got here and what's the meaning of all this. So you ask me if I understand this? Not yet. But I hope I will. At some point. Sometime in the future. Maybe you can give us some more information of what happened to me. But maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure your answer would satisfy me anyway. So many questions.
You all seem to talk very much. But from the sounds of your story, it seems that you weren't too far from death's doorstep not too long ago. Perhaps we should help you to walk through the door this time.
Again?
He continues to pace back and forth, this time stopping at Basil. And what say you? You seem a man of intellect. Who do you think I should kill?
Well, seeing as you're asking, I would say that the man you should be killing is the individual that let himself be ambushed. In addition, let us proceed to remain armed and dangerous below the decks. I mean, money is one thing, but good help can be very difficult to find. And, well, quite frankly, all of this commotion could be attributed to the one responsible.
You speak much, but not say anything of value. I asked you a simple question, but it's obvious that you don't know the answer.
Well, I don't know the gift's name. I can't point either because I'm tied up.
He continues to walk back and forth. 6 of you here. All of you a pain in my ass. I will commend the defiance in the face of certain death to one of you. There was a tale my mother used to sing to me. As he begins to point the dagger to each of you, letting it bounce on each stop. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He continues on downward before he stops his rhyme. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You all look to see him now pointing his blade towards one of you. Many from the sides. But it's V who stares directly down the edge of the blade.
I mean, really, there must be something that we can agree upon. You know my skills.
He walks forward towards you. As he rests...
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
So as he does so, you can hear an audible growling sound coming from Basil. It comes from deep within his gut and resonates almost like, for those of you who are Australian, know the sound of a crocodile kind of making like a warning growl, like in the water low. That's kind of what you hear from within Basil. I want to use my 10-foot aura of fear, which require him to make a wisdom save or become frightened.
Okay.
We all have to make that?
Actually, technically, yeah. It says it says each creature in 10 foot, so I don't know whether or not that interprets as I can choose, or
Babbitt.
yeah, that might be everyone.
So everyone on the deck right now needs to make it?
Within 10 foot.
Okay.
Within 10 foot of me.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Was that us? Sorry, us too?
I'm all for it. I'm just trying to. So, DM, are we all making that save?
Yes.
It's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
I think I failed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Natural
7.
20. I cannot be scared of shit.
It's like, yeah. Well, that's because it's Basil, and Basil loves Grimoire. It's you know, there's nothing to fear from.
He thought it was a purr or something, or your stomach was growling, probably. Basil, are you hungry?
He looks extremely nervous out of the corner of her eye at Basil. I'm assuming
I'm
a 7
suddenly
fails.
terrified.
Yeah.
DC's 13 on that one.
Missed about 1, 12.
I got a 2.
14.
Okay.
Nice.
20.
This is new feeling for me.
I will say this as
Scaredy
well.
cat of the group.
You
somehow.
still have 2 temptation dice available to you. If anybody wants to use those.
I don't
Sure,
think
I'll
that's
use
gonna help
one. I just need a one.
mathematically.
Yeah,
listen.
Sicarius definitely should use one.
That puts me at a 12, 14. Roll 2.
And someone else should use one, no? Was anyone else close to passing?
No.
Oh, I got a
No, I'm
2.
above.
Okay.
Okay. The captain rolled a 12.
All right. So he has disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, while he's within my line of sight. And yeah, basically you just hear that noise coming from Basil. I'm then going to threaten him and say, point your blade at her again, and I'll show you a world filled with nightmares that even the deepest, darkest depths of the sea shanties told by your mother at bedtime will not hold in comparison.
Holy shit, man.
That's
Oksana
fine.
a little.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Make an intimidation check.
And we do still have one more of those temptation.
Can I have
die.
advantage?
I would say you're tied up on a deck. I don't think that advantage would make sense right now.
He's
But you
also
can
frightened.
use the temptation die.
Yeah,
he is
just use the
frightened.
dice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could say that. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's 19 without the advantage.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good to begin with.
Yeah, I know. I want to see if I can push the 20 though.
He ponders your thought or your statement for a moment. The fear. Now you see his hand quivering slightly from it. He takes his blade away. So perhaps the blade should go in your neck then.
I dare you.
I ever so like dares. Well, if you wish it be that way then.
I don't. If anyone cares about my opinion,
I would not go near him if I were you. He
He's very
sounds
scary.
Very scary.
Mhm. I say we just don't murder anyone. There has to be another solution. There always is. Isn't there something you want?
You see, I believe in a bit of an archaic law. An eye for an eye, and blood for blood. You took one of my crew members, I take one of yours. Happy to take volunteers at this point.
Well, hypothetically
up.
speaking,
Oh my God.
hypothetically, if I were you, I'd kill the one who poses the biggest threat, which is me, if I'm being totally honest. I am kind of a force to be reckoned with.
You hear one of the gifts.
Whoever is tied up next to Grimoire, by the way, can hear a very audible peeing sound as he states this.
You hear one of the GIF standing behind him yell out, "He bit my hand!"
And I'll do it again, too.
Who would be the biggest threat to me? You talk too much, as he points to V. You are an interesting one, as he points to Basil. However, you defied me almost to the very end. As he walks over to Asana.
I also
Hey.
missed you once. Not very threatening.
You better not. You better stay away from her.
Little man,
I'll bite you good.
don't worry.
Starts to tear up.
I see this one means much to you all. Seems like a good choice to me.
Which one you talk about? Me or him?
His eyes now peering down towards you, Oksana.
You can try.
What's wrong with this group? Fucking everyone, just kill me!
Well,
You're
well,
not talking your way out of this, first of all.
Look,
You
look,
thought
I-
that was going to happen.
like Michael Wise had some way to deal with that, but I've got no way to draw him back to me apart from that.
I am a good and capable person, but if you insist, it will come down to you and me.
Well, if that's the choice, do you have any last words?
Does not seem like a very fair fight. You have me tied. Let's go. You and me.
Do you really want your last words to be a challenge?
Sounds good to me. if we must make a choice. You are not interested in deal.
No deal.
Then
As he begins to trace the blade across your neck.
You're
You
such
heard
a
Oksana, I'm
coward.
gonna
You
rip
know
your
that?
fucking throat out. Sorry. Didn't mean to
it
say
is a little bit cowardly, I have to say.
There are
You
other
will-
punishments. You know this.
You will kill a woman, tied and bound.
I
This is
never
pathetic.
claimed to not be a coward. And I care not for any deals.
You're gonna.
As
I'll try to get out of the bounds, I guess, and fight him. If he's got his knife around my throat and he's gonna stab me, I'm gonna try to get out.
Yeah, did they?
Greenmore's
were
trying
they
to chew his rope off.
Is it rope
So-
or chains?
it's chains.
Oh.
Fucking
He's trying to
great.
chew the chains off too. I don't give a fuck.
Break your teeth.
As well, Oksana, if you want to try and go ahead and break the chains, go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
8.
Hang on, let me double check. No, that advantage was for Basil. You begin to squirm back and forth, but the chains reside.
Fight me.
You seem to be wasting your breath at this point at the idea of a fight. The realization of your time, not only on this plane, but any other, seems to be drawing to a close.
I could have healed your friend that he threw off the ship. Anyone else need healing? I could trade it since you're into this whole eye for an eye thing.
The captain no longer paying attention to any of you. Oksana,
Yes.
do you have...
Without hands, are there manacles, by the way?
There are, yeah, so there are manacles tied or clasping your hands and your feet, tied behind you're basically like pig tied at this point.
Okay. I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out a ring of keys. And while he's not paying attention to us, I'm going to try and unlock my manacles.
Okay. You roll a D100 for me.
God damn it.
Mm,
There are a number
Alright.
of keys, and your hands are behind your back.
By the way, the reason I'm
That's
not wearing
fair.
glasses is because I imagine I imagine they got knocked off and I haven't picked them up. Okay, D100. Now listen, dice. We are not at home to Mr. Fuck Up. Good. That is 86 on the dice.
$86.
We should
Frantically.
86 this plan.
Nice. As you frantically try your best to get the keys out of your pocket, you finally get them out, quickly trying to insert the key into the hole as the captain seems to be monologuing a little too much at this point in time. Your eyes grow wide as you seem to find the key that fits the manacles. As you turn the key, you hear a small click.
I am going to pull my hands out.
Panic.
Okay, I'm sorry, I wasn't sure if there was more. I'm gonna pull my hands out, and immediately throw the key to Sicarius, and I'm going to.
How am I gonna catch it?
I'm gonna throw it into your hand. This isn't baseball. I'm not pelting it at you, mate. Okay?
Hit you with your face.
Sicarius, catch.
Why are you asking questions that are going to only hinder us
Yeah.
more?
Yeah, stop it, Rob.
All right. And he is simply going to just yell out the word enough. And this time, the shadow animates once again. And Basil begins to read from the, not from the book, but from his memories. Below the thundering of the upper deep, far beneath the abysmal sea, his ancient dream, dreamless invading sleep. And as he raises his hands from the waters surrounding the astral sea, I want to kind of conjure this shadow of a black tentacle rising up. As I'm using my living shadow ability, he needs to make me a wisdom save at disadvantage.
Okay.
In fact, everyone within 30 foot of that way,
Oh god.
who I decide, need to do this. So I'm going to also
Who he
include the
decides.
gifts in that. Yeah.
Okay, so not okay.
It's not us.
And while
Not
he's
you
doing
guys.
that, I will attempt to use the key.
Yeah. But
Okay,
the
hold on.
captain's at disadvantage.
There
Yeah.
is a whole lot happening right
Yeah.
now. Let's take a minute
Okay,
because
yeah.
we're going like way beyond at this point in time. So,
Okay.
Basil, you try and throw the key towards Sicarius. Sicarius, first I need Basil, go ahead and make a dexterity check for me. You can use sleight of hand for that.
Okay, I'll use sleight of hand. Okay. Try that one. Okay, so that is 19 on sleight of hand.
A 19. So the keys fall into your hand, Sicarius. Seemingly, you're able to catch them. I need you to go ahead and roll a D100 for me because there was no indication of what key was actually used. In the meantime, Basil is now spouting off, and the other individuals are now the two individuals, the other Gith, are now moving quickly towards Basil.
Okay.
That is going to be a 17 for the captain. Oh, you said with disadvantage.
With disadvantage, yep, because he's still frightened of me.
Okay, that's going to be 12 total.
That will fail. So he cannot attack me for a round. And anyone who fails takes 4 points of psychic damage as these tendrils start to lash out around.
Okay. As the tendrils begin to lash around, passing through all the individuals, causing some psychic damage to a lot of them, including some of your companions who are just barely still up at this point in time. So who failed?
Well,
We
he gets to
didn't-
choose.
Oh, he gets to
Yeah.
choose.
I get to, that one I get to, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what's the range on it?
It's a 30-foot cone, so I want to aim it at him, starting at him, and then outwards towards the give.
Okay. And there's no save on those aside from the wisdom save?
Yeah, just the wisdom save, that's it.
Okay.
And now if the GIF have failed as well, then they're also frightened and can't attack me for the next round.
Okay. So that's a 19 and a 13 for the two GIF.
The 19 will succeed, the 13 will fail. Oh wait,
Okay.
no, so the 13 will succeed. That meets.
Okay.
and beats. Yeah.
Okay. They continue to rush over towards you. Sicarius, have you rolled your D100 for me?
79.
79. You fumble for a while trying to find the correct key. You will probably get it at some point in time. There's not too many keys on them. However, you're still stumbling with it at this point in time. The two Gith now rushing towards you, Basil. I need you to make either a dex save or, well, an athletics or an acrobatics check as they try and grapple you at disadvantage because it's the two of them.
Okay.
If at any point, I know a lot of things are happening, I just would like to say that I would like to attempt to cast a spell whenever that can happen.
Okay.
All right. So. Oh, that's terrible. That's a 4 on my acrobatics.
Okay. The two grappling onto you, holding your back, holding your hands behind your back. V, you wanted to try cast a spell? Is there any somatic component to it?
There it is. Yeah, it is somatic. I wasn't sure if I could, I don't know, use my head or something. If I have to use my hands or whatever.
Okay.
It's only somatic. So if you feel like I can't cast it, then that's fine. I wasn't sure.
Okay. As the two GIF now hold Basil back, Sicarius still fumbling.
I'll get this eventually.
The captain has had just about enough of all of this. Seeing as he can't attack Basil, he'll continue on to Oksana. Basil continuing to try and struggle against the hands of the or the arms of the GIF. Unfortunately, it seems Oksana's run out of time.
What?
No, I headbutt him. I kick him. I do something. My hands are bound. He doesn't want to take a deal. I'm going to headbutt him or I'm going to try to get out.
Your hands are bound behind your back, as are your feet. You're on your knees.
All right. I'll headbutt him.
He's not going to
I'm doing something.
All right. You try it. Go ahead and try and, like, he's not within range, but you can try and headbutt his thigh.
Okay. 18. I think I'm inspired.
You are.
18 to hit.
18. You do headbutt him in the chest, well, kind of in the lower section, as he kind of stumbles back for a moment.
I'll tell him I threw down my weapons to save my friends when you asked.
Yes.
You want to talk about defiance? I stopped.
And I said I wouldn't kill all of your friends. I didn't say everyone would leave alive.
I'll headbutt him again.
You continue to try and maneuver and get out of the chains directly. Continuing to try and attack the best that you can. As he begins to raise his sword to the sky.
Giving Sicarius some major flashback images right now.
I mean, he's already frightened, and I know it won't do anything. But I'm going to continue with my poem about the tendril monster, but I'm going to now say it backwards and cast Horror Story. It won't do anything extra. It's just a wisdom save, or he's more frightened. But I feel like that's just the natural response of Basil. He's trying to basically just give him a heart attack at this point.
With the chaos happening all around you, Basil struggling, reciting off, you can see beside you Sicarius is desperately trying to get out of his confines. Without enough time, Oksana, you look up to see the blade now hovering over top of you. Marcus looks down towards you. Well, if there's no final words, I will make this swift for you.
What about branding?
What? Sorry, what did you say?
I said, what about branding?
What about branding?
Yeah.
As a punishment?
Yes.
Oh, I went completely differently there. It's like, what's this going to mean for your brand? If you...
Yeah, it's like, what is she talking about? I don't know what the hell is happening.
Bee's just going through her list of all the different punishments that you can have.
As you continue to spout this off towards the captain, the blade now shimmering from the lights of the astral sea, looking down towards Oksana. If there's no final words, I will make this swift.
I spit in his face.
Spitting your last mouthful of spit towards him. You see the blade quickly start to come down towards you However, it stops midair. As you hear a voice call out, "Well, I might have a couple words left to give then."
Fucking check.
God damn it, Jed.
As from the other side of the starport, you see the ship of the familiar Jed begin to rise up from the sides. Now, I believe there is a little bit of a problem we have here, Marcus. You see, these fine folks, these are my clients, and I haven't been paid yet. All of you look towards Jed in shock,
Fucking
seeing
Jed.
the individual that the last person you expected to see here, Marcus stopping and turning over towards Jed. What is the meaning of this, Jed? Well, like I said, Marcus, as he hops off of his bow over the railing onto the ship, now drawing both of his weapons.
Jed.
I think there's a little bit of a problem here, my friend. You see, this isn't the way that we go about it in the Astral Sea. And I reckon I'm taking my clients with me. Marcus gives a little bit of a snicker. Your friends are tied. There's nothing else that they can do. One of them being confined by my friend. You're significantly outnumbered at this time, Jed. I highly suggest that you turn and walk away. Jed, lowering his head for a moment, gives a snicker of himself. You know, you're right, Marcus. I am slightly outnumbered. But you know my history. You know where I'm from. And I hope that you can count. Because I like these odds. 2 on 3 ain't that bad for me. Marcus with a confused look on his face. There's only one of you, though. Oh, really? Is there? As he looks up towards the other side of the bow, you now see a giant shadow that you hadn't seen earlier before begin to rise up from the other side. A piercing sapphire blue eye
Fucking Gary.
and 2 large pincers. The other GIF let go of Basil as they move over towards Marcus in shock, both of their eyes very wide at this point in time, as well as Marcus, as a large pincer hand raises up to the sky before it comes shattering down on the center of the vessel itself, practically splitting it now directly in 2. You all now begin to float off into the Astral Sea, as the others seem to be thrown off in the opposite direction. You watch as the being you now recognize as Jed and Gary begin to collect all of you. All right, all right. Y'all gonna be just fine. Don't you worry about it. As the others continue to drift off into astral space, you hear Marcus call out one last time, "I'll get you, Jed, and all of your friends too," as he disappears into the voids. As Jed easily gets you back on top of his ship, he takes the keys from Sicarius and begins to undo the locks to each of you. As you find yourself once again standing on Jed's ship once more. I swear, guys, you gotta be more careful about this kind of stuff. You're all in the astral plane, baby. I told you this before.
Jed, it's so good to see you. I really hope you got the money that we gave you, actually, before we headed out. Oksana, I'm so glad you're okay. And he just like rushes over to Oksana's leg and just holding it. You feel a dampness like on your shin. No, but
I will never leave you, little man. She'll pick up Grimoire, and then she's gonna run over to Jed and also pick him up, and then just do like a spinning hug with both of them.
All right now.
My friend, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Oksana.
You got us out of a tight spot.
Well, I don't know why you guys wanted to do it that way, but, I mean, choice was yours. And Grimoire, no, I never got that money. I think it was something that your friends were trying to do a little fancy hokey-pokey a little bit, but it's all right.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure we'll get it sorted. Right, guys?
Well, I do have 30 gold with your name on it.
We'll figure that out later, Basil. Don't you worry about that. Oh, one last thing. And he walks over to you and spins you around a little bit, taking off what looks like a strange insect-looking creature from the back of your jacket. I didn't mean to bug you, but I had to make sure y'all were okay after that, whatever the hell that fiasco was earlier. I don't know why the hell you threw the little guy out of the port vessel. I don't know why you didn't just come and tell me about it.
What did you say?
What?
Oh, long story short, these two nincompoops accidentally threw Grimoire out the back of the window, and while y'all were trying to make a whole bunch of noise, they were doing their best and damnedest just not tell me. I don't know why.
Insight check.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh, did we not mention that? Oh,
The one time I didn't want my insight check to do well. That is 21.
21. Looking at Jed's face, he has a large welcoming smile on it. What he says to you, he clearly understands exactly what happened on the ship.
To be fair, Jed, yes, that did happen, but we also saved our friend. In fact, I pulled little Grimoire out of the astral sea myself, so it's sort of all the same. It's like it didn't happen.
Yeah,
witnessed
you did a
you
great
do
job.
this.
I seen it. I just
Can I
don't know
walk up
why
to
you made
Basil?
me try and chase an illusion of the little guy. That was a little weird. I'm glad that you pulled that stuff, though, Basil, because I wouldn't have been able to put that little bug on you.
well, I mean, I must say that your skills at subterfuge is quite impressive yourself. I didn't even notice this large insectoid creature upon me.
It's definitely just a tiny little bug that was on the
That
end
is
of your
large
jacket.
to anyone who is afraid of bugs.
Ah, fair enough.
but
I'm sorry.
needless to say, while it may not necessarily seem very genuine given the present circumstances, I do apologize for our measure of deception upon first meeting. We were in a bit of a more frazzled state. We, having barely gotten our bearings, it was very difficult to trust people who we had just encountered. But we are grateful that you did not have your viewpoint of us hampered in any way from the encounter and have come to our rescue.
Hey,
It's
listen,
truly
man.
appreciated.
Y'all don't have to apologize for nothing. One thing my mom always told me was that the clients and the customer is always right. So if you want to run around and put on a show, that's totally up to you. I wasn't about to let you die out here, though.
That's
For that,
oddly
I am
kind.
extremely grateful.
As am I.
Yes, thank you, Jed.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I must be fucking confused. Are you saying that they threw me out a fucking window?
Yes, that
Yes.
is what he's saying.
Throw
To be
is
fair-
a bit much.
I just didn't understand my wizard strength.
It
Can I
was
walk?
a
Can
bit
I
of
walk
a,
up to Basil slowly?
Sure.
Oh, hello. Look,
Was a bit
Stick
of a
my hand
commotion.
out. I'm gonna stick my hand out like I'm gonna shake his hand.
I'm gonna partially wince because I think she's gonna punch me in the face after seeing what happened to V last time, and then realizing what's happening, I'll straighten up and go. Oh, and I'll take Oksana's hand.
I'll shake it gently at first, and then I'm gonna say,
I saw you come to my defense on the deck of the boat. I thank you for this. If you ever touch my friend Grimoire again, I will rip your heart out through your chest. Do we understand each other?
and then I'll give him like a firm shake at the end.
Yes, of course.
Good man.
Quite
I'll
understandable.
clap him on the back hard.
Yeah, falls over. And just The basil that was there like 2 seconds ago with like the wild hair and stuff is almost completely gone as he puts his glasses back on. He's just this clumsy goof. He just stands up. He's just
But she'll like hold on to him affectionately, like she's not gonna hurt him.
no.
I was really starting to like you guys, actually.
Grimoire,
Um,
listen, it was an accident. Did you ever do anything in your life that you regretted?
Sure, I guess.
And did you do everything in your power to fix that regret?
Yeah.
That is what happened to Basil and I. Something happened, the three of us worked together, there was an accident, you were paralyzed, and we needed to fix the situation, and unfortunately we did make it worse. But then, I had to make it right, and I attempted to save you while Basil assisted me by talking with Jed.
Right. Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
And in the future, we will agree to avoid such misunderstandings. Yes?
Yeah, I guess if anything, I'd just say maybe we should all take a lesson here from Jed. I mean, this seems like a real stand-up guy now. I mean,
Yes, I do kind of feel bad about doubting him about Gary as well.
yeah.
Yes.
By the way, that thing's scaring the shit out of me, if I'm being honest. So,
Who, Gary?
no. Yeah, I mean,
Gary!
Sure.
Stop out looking so mean for a second. It's all right. These are friends here. As
He did just save us. He can
the-
look however he wants, as far as I'm concerned.
the gigantic astral dreadnought looks down and peers directly down to Grimoire.
Peace more.
Worry not, small one, for I am a vegetarian.
Oh
As
my
he
God.
leans back.
I'm a fucking vegetarian too.
Ho, 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 ho. You and I would make fast friends then, little one.
Have you had the carrot pretzels?
Carrot pretzels. That sounds fantastic.
We'll get some sometime.
I look forward to it, little one. Hey, Gary, you did me a solid there, buddy. I really appreciate it. Hey, next time you're around, let's not do this. Let's I don't know, maybe we'll go to a tavern or something, have a little roundabout. Hey. Perhaps, Jed. Perhaps next time. All right, buddy. Well, you just have yourself a good day. Stay out of trouble. And hey, watch out for Not Gary. He is definitely not a vegetarian.
And not Gary was kind of a dick.
Right?
Yeah.
I wish you all the best of luck in the astral seas and beyond. And know this. You have a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. As he slowly moves backwards. So, did y'all figured out where you wanted to go next?
Yeah, actually. I think, right?
I forgot
Yes.
the name.
It's the Brawlstone.
Yes.
Brawlstone? I never heard of the Brawlstone before. Are you talking about the Rock of Brawl?
Yeah, that's the one.
Ah, yeah, Party Rock. I know
should have
that
had
place.
my notes out instead of just trying to remember.
Well, look, it's great to see all of you. Even Bandage Guy. I can tell he's smiling on the inside, even though he might not be smiling on the outside. You all right there, Bandage Guy?
I'm good, Jed. Thank you.
Good man. Good man. Well, if that's the case, listen. Let's get you some quarters. Let's get some food in you. You can meet my chef. He's a great guy. Got him downstairs. And I got quarters for each and every one of you. Lay down your heads, get some food in you, get some rest. Because I gotta say, y'all smell pretty bad and you look pretty banged up right now.
I might have peed a bit.
I smell
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because I don't really smell it, but it's like the memory of smell.
It's like what you would imagine it smells like almost.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, if that's the case, if y'all want to go to the Rock Brawl, good old party rock, I'm your guy.
Yeah, in
Unless-
all honesty, you've been so nice to us. And, I mean, we can pay Jen, right? I don't have any money. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't have any money.
We can definitely discuss payment, and yes, we were definitely wrong to have doubted you and your intentions, Jed. Rest assured that your faith in us will not be misused.
Aw, y'all way too kind. Just if you're gonna do some acting, pranking, whatever that was back there, just, go simple next time. Or better yet, just tell me ahead of time. I like surprises sometimes too, and a good party's always a good time.
How is it a surprise if we tell you in advance?
I like your style, pretty lady. All right, let's go get you down below deck. Let's get you cleaned up. We'll go ahead and get you some food in your bellies, and we can head on our way. Gonna be a couple days, but we'll get you there. Don't you worry about it. As he walks over to a section close to the main mast, he gives two little kicks on the ground, and as it does, a strange box-like shape begins to pull up from the ground, what you would recognize out of game as a very archaic-looking elevator. As he motions towards it, your accommodations await, my dear clients.
I'll pick up
I'll,
Greenmore and head in.
Okay. As you all make your way into the elevator shaft, Jed kind of puts his hands on his hips, gives a little bit of a sigh. Job well done. As he walks and joins you into the elevator, as it begins to descend into the lower regions of the hall. And that's where we're going to end our session for the evening.
I could have sworn Bobby was about to go, do we do it now?
I was waiting for it.
that.
Oh, I've let everyone down. But we do owe you this late whistle.
Yes,
Yay.
very
Thanks,
much
guys.
so.
Much
Thank
appreciated.
you for all
I didn't
the
forget.
subs bits. I saw the tips that came in. Thank you so
Yes.
much for all that.
Thank you all so very much. Don't feel obligated to do so. We're doing this for free, guys. So just enjoy yourselves. Don't feel obligated, but it always helps. So thank you very, very much as always. With that said, I think we're going to give some stuff away, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
we
our next thing.
do.
We gotta
Not all
give-
about that.
We got to give stuff away. I'm okay with that. So if you're just joining us recently and you've been watching along and didn't know about our giveaway for the evening, use !roll in chat right now. We'll give you a couple minutes to go ahead and do that, and you could win this beautiful, fancy dice spell scroll thing. It's like this really nice rolling pad, and it's completely made of like a leather, I think. It's got a little bit of a pouch here, so you can keep your dice in it. It's from our friends over at Mithril Armory. It's super nice, and I like it a whole bunch. How's everybody feeling after the session?
I thought I was gonna die, so
Yeah, me
That
too.
was
I
alright.
was like,
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was out of options there. I was like, oh man, I don't know.
It's
I
really
had
weird. I had
nothing.
tons of options if you were gonna kill me, but I was like, no, don't kill other people. I have nothing. I go from
feel
being
like I
really good at
fucked
something
up.
to nothing.
Speaking up.
yeah, you offered me up.
I didn't mean to. I was trying to say that he was like trying to be like, I'm ferocious as shit. You should be afraid of me. I put like 3 bolts in your back, dude. Like,
True.
I was like, should I tell him I'm okay to take the plank? Because I don't need to breathe. I don't need to eat. I could like drift into the astral sea until the end of time.
There's always that.
Yeah,
Those damn reborns, I'll tell you, man. Whew, there's something else. There's something else.
I was
Yeah,
literally
I didn't see you
panicking.
volunteering.
I was going through my sheet and I was like looking at all the like
Yeah.
punishments for everything. I was like, fuck, there's so many other options, man. Why could it be like that?
All right. Well, with that said, we're going to go ahead and close up the entries for the evening. Good luck to everyone who has entered. And can I get a drum roll, please? Oh, yeah. And the winner of tonight's giveaway, the lovely, talented, phenomenal Siege Orchid. Congratulations, my friend.
Oh, yay!
Reach out to us on Twitch, or hey, better yet, come join us in Discord. We're gonna go hang out and do an after party in there in very shortly. And listen, you're all welcome. So feel free to come and join. Crimson, if you're there, please drop the Discord in chat. That would be very, very much appreciated. With that said, I'm feeling a little bit of Raiden tonight. How we feeling about some Raiden, guys?
Yeah. Did we tell Siege? Did we tell Siege to reach out to me on Discord? Did we say that?
We said that,
now.
or reach out to
Just
us
did.
on Twitch. One of the two.
Yeah. Come find us somewhere. Whisper or whatever.
Bobby, buy me some time.
Okay. I know you guys think I'm going to be talking about Careful Cantrip Platinum, but in fact, we're going to talk about Careful Cantrip 2, which is different.
Ooh.
Careful Cantrip Platinum.
What's
Sounds very, very
Bobby.
different.
And my goodness, it's almost as good as Careful Cantrip Platinum, guys. Get in this, man, because it is going to be huge.
Hey,
And-
Bobby.
Yeah.
You know what's happening tomorrow?
Talk Artive.
Yeah, it is. How
What about
excited are you?
I don't know. It's not a very good show, but we'd appreciate you guys coming and watching anyway.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, it's where we draw and D&D stuff, and Raina gets lost in chat, and we goof around. It's a good time.
Yeah.
All right, perfect timing, because our friends over at Art Hard Studios have just gone live. We're going to raid over to them. A great group of people, very lovely, 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 very supportive of all of us over here. So make sure when you get over there, give them a good old follow and give them some love. And hey, if you've got an extra subscription kicking around, maybe do that too, because it's always a good time. Why won't it let me raid into their channel? Hang on. How do I do this? /arthard?
Yep.
What is it?
Professional streamers.
Art.
None of this will happen in Careful Cantrip Platinum.
Uh-huh.
Yes, watch as we snip real life to only highlight the best scenes during
Yep.
live shows.
Live shows.
I think
Also, not
I think I'm
satisfied
doing
with our
this
celebrity
right.
guests.
What?
Careful Cantrip Platinum, you can choose your own guests and interpose them with facial recognition technology. Want to see Raina become Robert Hartley? Want to see Dag suddenly transform into Paul from Hops and Dragons? Careful Cantrip Platinum. Get it now.
Love it.
Get it now while it's still hot. Anyway, guys, I think I'm doing this right. I'm going to go ahead and hit the enter button. I think that... Yeah, that worked.
Like it.
Perfect. Amazing.
Yay.
Guys, thank you for coming, hanging with us for the evening. We will be back next Tuesday. Don't forget, we've got the Talk Artive tomorrow. We do some art. And hey, next Sunday, I'm starting world building again, and we're starting a brand new world together. So that's one you might not want to miss. But with that said, I beg of you all one last question. Well, that wasn't it at all.
Nope. Try again.
Take two.
Careful Cantrip Platinum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, take two. We'll cut this in post. It's fine.
Nope, we won't.
To all the adventurers out there, whether tied up in the bottom of a pirate's hull, or making friends with an astral dreadnought in the strangest of circumstances, I beg of you all one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. Guys, love all your faces, and we will see you in the next one. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.